Mabuhay Manila, Kath here, and as of 2024 comes to a close, it's time to look back at the best smartphones we've seen throughout the year. Today, we've rounded up the top 10 phones under 10K in 2024. These phones offer a great mix of performance, battery life, and key features, making them perfect for those on a budget. Let's start. First on our list is the Cherry Aqua S11 Pro, priced at 7,999 pesos for its 8GB of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. It features a 6.7-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display featuring a 120Hz refresh rate. Camera-wise, the device sports a 64-megapixel main camera alongside two AI lenses, complemented by a 16-megapixel front camera. For power, the Aqua S11 Pro packs a 5,000 mAh battery with 33 watts wired charging support. Next up on our list is the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 13 4G, which price starts at 7,999 pesos. The smartphone boasts a 6.67-inch AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate and a peak brightness of 1800 nits. For cameras, the Redmi Note 13 features a 108-megapixel primary sensor, an 8-megapixel ultra-wide lens, and a 2-megapixel macro lens. Powering the device is the Snapdragon 685 chipset paired with 6GB of RAM and 128 gigs of storage for 7,999 pesos, with a larger 8GB of RAM and 256 gigs of storage variant available for 9,999 pesos. It is packed with a 5,000 mAh battery complemented by 33 watts wired charging. Third is the Oppo A60 featuring a 6.67-inch screen with HD Plus resolution of 1604 by 720 pixels. The Oppo A60 also offers 915 nit peak brightness and 90Hz refresh rate. Camera-wise, it offers 50-megapixel main camera paired with 2-megapixel wide. For selfies, you will get an 8-megapixel camera. Alright, so under the hood, the device is packed with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 680 paired with 8GB of RAM and either 128 gigs or 256 gigs of internal storage. The Oppo A60 is powered by a 5,000 mAh battery with 45 watts wired charging. Alright, now for the price. The Oppo A60 is available at 9,999 pesos SRP with 8GB plus 128 gigs configuration. Fourth, with a price of 8,999 pesos, the Realme C67 offers a 6.72-inch IPS LCD with 90Hz refresh rate and Full HD Plus resolution of 1080 by 2400 pixels. Camera-wise, the Realme C67 features a dual camera setup of 108-megapixel main paired with 2-megapixel secondary camera. On the front, you will get an 8-megapixel selfie shooter. Under the hood, the Realme C67 is backed up with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 685 processor with 8GB LPDDR4X RAM and choices of 128 gigs or 256 gigs of internal storage. For the battery, the device is powered by a 5,000 mAh that you can charge using a 33 watts wired charging. We're halfway through on our list, and the Nubian Neo 2 5G, priced at 9,999 pesos, makes the cut. The device supports 5G and features a 6.72-inch IPS LCD screen with Full HD Plus resolution and a 120Hz refresh rate. For cameras, it has a 50-megapixel main sensor, a 2-megapixel depth sensor, and a 16-megapixel front camera. This device runs on a Unisoc T820 processor paired with 8GB of RAM plus 12GB virtual RAM and 256 gigs UFS 3.1 storage. Powering the phone is a 5,000 mAh battery with 33 watts wired charging, with some variants offering a slightly larger 5,200 mAh capacity. We are now down to the second half of our list, and the Huawei Nova Y72 takes the 6th spot. The device comes with a 6.75-inch LCD screen with an HD Plus resolution of 1600 by 720 pixels. For cameras, it features a 50-megapixel main sensor and a 2-megapixel macro lens. On the front, there's an 8-megapixel selfie camera. It runs on Huawei's Kirin 710A chipset paired with 8GB of RAM and 256 gigs of internal storage. The Nova Y72 stands out with its large 6000 mAh battery, the biggest on this list. However, charging is limited to 22.5 watts wired charging. Alright, now for the price, the Nova Y72 is priced at 9,999 pesos for the 8GB RAM and 256 gig storage. The HMD Pulse Pro comes with a 6.65-inch IPS LCD offering a 90Hz refresh rate and 720 by 1612 resolution and 600 nits of brightness. For cameras, it has a 50-megapixel main sensor, a 2-megapixel depth lens, and a 50-megapixel front camera for selfies. Powered by a Unisoc T606 chipset, it offers 3 variants with 128 gig storage and 6 GB or 8 GB of RAM. A 5000 mAh battery supports 20 watts wired charging to keep the device running throughout the day. The HMD Pulse Pro device is priced at 8,399 pesos for the 6GB plus 128 gigs and 8,999 for the 8GB plus 128 gigs configuration. Up next, we have the ITEL RS4, which is priced at 6,299 and 7,499 pesos. That's why this device takes the 7th spot too. It has a 6.56-inch HD Plus punch hole display with a 120Hz refresh rate. The phone features a single rear camera setup of 50-megapixel main and an 8-megapixel front camera. It runs on a Helio G99 processor and comes with 3 options: 256 gig storage with 24 GB of RAM, 256 gigs with 16 GB of RAM, or 128 gigs with 16 GB of RAM. It also has a 5000 mAh battery with 45 watts wired charging. And we are down to the second to the last, and the Vivo Y28 with a price starting at 7,999 pesos is up next. It comes with a 6.68-inch HD Plus display. For cameras, it features a dual camera setup with a 50-megapixel main sensor, a 2-megapixel bokeh lens, and an 8-megapixel front camera for selfies. The Vivo Y28 is powered by a MediaTek Helio G85 chip paired with 8GB of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, which can be expanded by an additional 8GB of RAM, though you can choose a lower RAM expansion. It has a 6,000 mAh battery with 44 watts fast charging support. Alright, last but definitely not the least is the Infinix Hot 50 Pro Plus, which features a 6.78-inch 3D curved Full HD Plus AMOLED display with a 120Hz of refresh rate and 360Hz of patch sampling rate. For cameras, it has a 50-megapixel main sensor and a 2-megapixel depth sensor for bokeh effects. Selfie camera offers a 13-megapixel shooter. Powered by the MediaTek G100 chipset, it offers 2 storage options, 128 gigs plus 8GB of RAM and 256 gigs plus 8GB of RAM with expandable storage of up to 1TB. The device also has a 5000 mAh battery supported by a 33 watts wired charger. The 8 gigs plus 256 gigs model is priced at 8,499 pesos. And that's it for our list of the top phones under 10K in 2024. Which one do you like the most? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you will be updated with our future uploads. And also don't forget to visit manilashaker.com and follow us on FB, X, and TikTok for more tech news, reviews, and comparisons of the latest devices. Once again, this is Kat and Buhay Manila.